Done. Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
Thank you.
Happened by.
You saved our lives.
Hooray!
Hey-ya! Tell me more about this vineyard, Castel Rebello.
It's the best in all Toussaint. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabricio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard?
Slow now.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've... Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall...
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I...
This is an inspection. We've got questions. You'll answer them.
Oh, and who are you, sir, to...
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the
Of...
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be...
Want to talk about Sonreal?
I am at your service.
The Sonreal. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I...
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least...
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete...
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years, and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Sonreal. Someone who should not have. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it!
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person. That... Remind me, where is this on?
In the main...
I shall find it. Give me the key.
Oh, of course, Your Grace.
Come, Witcher.
We shall wait here, Master Fabricio.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Ervelous. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
Est. Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous for it.
Fiorano. Dandelion's favorite. Adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
Got Pomino over here. San Real. 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
San Real. Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Full.
This one is full.
This one's full too. Full.
I have a feeling we'll find something awry.
Full. This one's full too. Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of San Real? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start. Ready.
Step aside.
So?
Slightly smoky, strongly tannic, definitely Sonreal. Revolting, bitter plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he...
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace, I...
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold...
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum...
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my... I shall tell you everything. If...
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the Pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called... He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered...
This man's name.
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and...
I've no Cintrin aristocrat at court.
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said that...
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg...
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabricio to the dungeon. He must answer. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Centrian Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will...
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you said.
See no reason to wait. Let's...
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and...
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my... Relax. Now we wait.
Ah, our favorite vintner. It's not him.
work together now.
We can do it! Won't trigger it!
Understood.
Smudge it.
I'll tear your legs from your body.
Watch out! He's a witcher!
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the...
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that...
At your service. It was a good fight.
Let's ask him a few questions.
Witcher, a moment.
Don't need to like each other. Just gotta do our jobs.
If that's how you wish to treat it. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Not at all surprised.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed.
Once again, who sent...
Your nun's lover.
Wait. If he doesn't wish to speak, he needn't. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the...
What?
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree. Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the...
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Who hired you?
He'll kill...
Ought to be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else.
Take him away. Throw him in the... Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the...
Let's go to town.
He's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damn...
Side effect of my mutations.
What if something has happened?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this... He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. And it was he who specified the victims for the vamp...
Sooner or later, everyone slips up. Cintrian
Yet if we had not happened on the wine stain...
You're right. We got lucky. Even so, still need to find the Cintrian, whether or not he's responsible. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is... Someone's coming.
Captain, why so long?
This Cintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head.
Used to it. Not the first.
Must you always? The port warehouse where the wine was delivered? We identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his... On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of her.
The same. We went to her home immediately. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that...
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, your...
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use...
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place. A residence in Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
got this curve at the price
Hey,
on it.
it's he! You! Get him! Hellcat!
Steak.
The blade. Put it away
Didn't look
with you.
like locals. Damien's right. I'm a hunted
Blade.
man.
Put it away with you. That's better.
Yes, likely drunk.
Come on. Who's next?
Here in Beauclair, all's right and fair.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
Ah! Oh!
Sacre bleu! It's a crime.
Excuse me?
There is no excuse. There...
All jests aside.
I'm more...
Thanks.
Ever your servant, sir. Best cure for the beast, Witcher.
Nice tune.
What is they call you?
Disperse! The exhibition of the Reginald Dobry monument
Oh,
will
the
remain
witches!
closed.
The one that...
Late. Why does that not surprise me?
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. Not all bad. Nothing like a budding. Just one other detail. Here, put it on.
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
Let's go. Soiree started.
Mm-hmm. Wise of you to hide your weapons. How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. Especially since he might be
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew.
Right. Right.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome. Tonight, I particularly recommend you
We were really hoping to meet.
You are admirers, I surmise.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd.
I don't know where she is.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Or
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
it would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Good.
Go on, Gara.
Good folk, yet another soul longing an artist.
Paradise, paradise, what a damn thing. Wine, wine.
Should you tire of these
Wine
hues,
Sure to be
drop
one of
them
the
in the
others.
pail and grab a different.
I got it! It's the Sorito!
It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
Blue blood is all I see.
That green, lush and verdant as a field of vines.
To vines and to wine.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different herb. Quite the noble color.
Splendid! The sky over Toussaint before a storm.
Or a deeply internalized fear of intimacy.
The composition takes shape.
Yes, it's sure to be a masterpiece.
Gods! Scarlet, crimson oxblood. I see lips, full sensually parted lips. The composition takes shape.
Yes, it's sure to be a master.
Should you tire of these
Wine,
hues, drop them in the pail and grab a
Wine
different.
renders all art.
Absinthe. The preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
I've built up a pretty powerful resistance.
Please do not
Should you
start.
tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different array. Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between good and evil. And defiance.
Oh yes, that's him all right.
Prepared for all
Good
sorts of
versus
criticism,
evil.
but
The dualistic nature of man.
pretentious. So
And
much time I
defiance.
spent. Blah, blah, blah. Avant-garde, schmavant-garde. It's all pretentious. I was prepared for all sorts of criticism, but
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
outrage. Cecilia never should have performed tonight. You, we wish to be alone. Please, leave. As for that stipend,
But are you sure it's an original?
My employer swears it. Besides, have you not heard the news?
Have I not heard? Leave us be.
Ah, how beautiful. Lif is beautiful. The dolphins. That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
Put your own house in order first.
We must throw off the manacles of form. Venture beyond the bounds of cognition.
Besides,
I'm sure you understand. We wish to be alone. Please, leave.
Reference to the work's ultimate meaning.
But are you sure it's an original? Please leave. This is a private alcove. Leave us be.
My heart's about
Look, lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck.
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
It's the right flower.
Of course it is. A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centrian Noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Cintrian Noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move.
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it. But I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift. A heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur. I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
sports, as you've made no effort to understand.
Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone...
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
Color is but the shadow of vibrations on the nature of existence. It is irrelevant to the work's ultimate meaning.
True talent paints like the great one.
The Great Bois. But he's a dancer.
That's to say, the other one, his brother.
It must be someone famous, I tell you. Such talent. Exceptional, too. Would I ever love to meet him? It's a shame.
Need I remind you it's not?
But what if he doesn't come?
He'll definitely come. Don't worry.
How can you be so sure?
Brother dearest.
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come. We must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs. That must be Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana. At once. She should bring her soirée to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
Killed her, then went out on the balcony. Bloody handprint. It's his. Tore down the door. Made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong, too. Broke the flower pot when moving the door, then stepped in the soil. Footprints, made by soiled boots. Must have climbed this ladder. Could still be here. Need to stay alert. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for. Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard, then sank to the floor. Bloodstains. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably. Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like. Hunting knife. Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Sconce is bent. Smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it? Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out? Locked. And no key in sight. Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this, must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace? Seems there was a struggle. Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail.